Welcome to the Wonderland, where we bring you the things you wonder from around the world. Before we get started, please hit the subscribe button so you never miss our video. In Pakistan, brickmaking is a major industry that employs thousands of people, particularly in the southern provinces of Punjab and Sindh. The process of making bricks is labor-intensive and involves molding clay into rectangular shapes and drying them in the sun. The bricks are then fired in kilns to make them hard and durable, ready to be used in construction projects. However, for many families, brickmaking is not just a job but a form of bonded labor. These families, many of whom belong to marginalized religious minorities, are trapped in a cycle of debt bondage, forced to work in brick kilns under inhumane conditions to pay off an unknown amount of debt to wealthy landowners. Children are often forced to work alongside their parents, missing out on an education and being subject to the same grueling conditions. Although Pakistan abolished forced labor in 1992, the law is not well enforced, and kiln owners often have government ties, which make it easier to escape enforcement. Working conditions at brick kilns are harsh, especially in the scorching summer months, where temperatures can climb as high as 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Workers are often not provided with sufficient protective gear or access to clean drinking water, leaving them vulnerable to heat stroke and dehydration. The work is physically demanding, with workers required to lift heavy loads of clay and bricks for hours on end. Workers are also at risk of developing respiratory problems due to the dust and smoke from the firing process. The debt bondage system operates through a cycle of advances, where workers are given loans for basic necessities such as food and housing, with the expectation that they will pay back the loan through their work. However, these advances often come with exorbitant interest rates, and workers are rarely paid the exact amount they owe. Many workers are forced to take out additional loans to cover their basic needs, leading to an ever-increasing debt that they can never hope to pay off. Bonded labor is also prevalent in the surgical instruments industry. Children as young as 12 make surgical instruments in hazardous conditions in cramped workshops filled with metal dust and the noise of the grinders, polishers, and generators. The situation is particularly dire for women and children, who are subject to sexual harassment and abuse by kiln owners and supervisors. Many women are forced to work without pay, and children are often put to work in the kilns instead of attending school. Despite the government's efforts to outlaw bonded labor in 1992, the practice remains widespread across Pakistan. Kiln owners often have political ties that allow them to operate with impunity, and workers are afraid to speak out for fear of retaliation. However, there are organizations working to combat bonded labor in Pakistan and support families affected by it. The Bonded Labor Liberation Front Pakistan, BLLF, is one such organization, advocating for stronger laws to eradicate bonded labor and educating people on their rights. BLLF has also helped free thousands of workers by taking their cases to court. Green Bricks Foundation, spearheaded by the Society for the Protection of the Rights of the Child, SPARC, is another organization working to end bonded labor in Pakistan. SPARC has helped free over 17,000 workers by taking their cases to court, and Green Bricks Foundation recently created a donation page to help pay off the loans of those affected family and move them into a safe shelter. Other organizations, such as Anti-Slavery International, the Global Fund to End Modern Slavery, and the Freedom Fund, work on a global scale to combat modern-day slavery through a range of initiatives. The issue of bonded labor in Pakistan's brick kilns is a significant problem affecting millions of families, particularly those belonging to marginalized religious minorities. The harsh working conditions and debt bondage system leave workers vulnerable to abuse and exploitation. However, there are organizations working to combat the issue and provide support to families affected by bonded labor. By donating to these organizations and spreading awareness of the issue, individuals and organizations around the world can help bring an end to modern-day slavery and support the rights of workers in Pakistan and beyond. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content from Wonderland. Also, follow us on Instagram and Facebook for updates behind-the-scenes content, and more fascinating stories from around the world.